What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Dead in Bermuda, where things are starting to look a little bit iffy for us. We might not make it out of this one. We don't have a whole lot of fruits. Our baskets are kind of empty. I'm going to have her focus pretty heavily. Well, we could fix some of these problems by using active items. Convertible into 3 to 5 water supplies. Minus 20% fatigue. She definitely needs that. So let's go ahead and use that on her real quick so that she doesn't burn out too early. I would also say that we just need to keep her running on caffeine for right now. It'll get rid of her depression too, so let's fix her up because she's got a number of issues. And if we can keep her nice and fixed for right now, I think it'll be fine. She also needs to level up. I'm going to have her focus mostly on food skills, so we're going to go for harvesting right here. And that's going to bring her up to actually where she doesn't take a nerf to any harvesting now. She's also got cooking skills. I'm not totally sure how we cook though. Like, it doesn't appear to be readily apparent. On this side, people seem to be doing okay. I would like for somebody to continue, just gather wood. Like, if we can get some more wood on this side, I think that'll be okay. We may have to rely on medicinal herbs or whatever, too. How much medicine can she grab? Is that a doctor's skill? If that's a doctor's skill, that's something that I'd like to think about. On this side, we have people who are, like, really, really depressed and fatigued. I was going to have him come over here and help out with the research for a little bit, while at the same time, I was going to use her over here to see if maybe she can gather medicinal herbs better. It looks like she does it a little bit better, but it's probably reliant on scavenging still. So, not that useful. Her depression is not so bad. I don't really know what to do with her, in all honesty. I'll probably just have her finish off the plane, I guess. I mean, might as well. Maybe we'll pick something useful up out of it. Right now, our food supplies are looking super sketchy, so unfortunately, things do not look good at the moment. Let's go ahead. Does the fire need to be stoked right now? Let me take a look. I'm just barely staying ahead of this fire curve, too. Let's end the turn. We got barely edible stuff, and that's it. You have salvaged everything from the plane that could be used. There's nothing left in there but sad memories. Bummer. On this side, they finished whatever's next. So we got, there it is, the cooking pot. I actually think they should put the cooking pot as a starting thing that you already have. Just in my opinion. Just a little thing. Like, it sucks that you can't just, like, cook food over the fire. Like, this technically doesn't even really need to be a thing. Like, I get it, but it took us, what, a week and a half to research putting shit in a pot? Little tough there. Little tough there. And if we can't build it because we don't have a pot, then what do we do? You know, it becomes an issue where there's a lot of things. I think, honestly, they could balance it by making it so that you lose 25 fatigue every night when you go to bed. And then you would have a lot more time to, like, fiddle with other things. You could still rest the people that are getting overworked. But realistically, right now, we are having some troubles. We seem to have hit a bottleneck. So I was sent to the stupid holiday resort to investigate on a retired spy working for the U.S. government. And to eliminate the threat. This one must have really upset my bosses. Maybe the crash did the job for me, but maybe not. The only information I have is that he's a man. Which leaves me with 3 possibilities. Not bad odds. Could it be the Mr. Handsome? He has good cover with his important job. I should try to stick with him to learn more. Men talk after making love. The one I couldn't sleep with ever. I should investigate. He seems to hide many secrets. He's not at ease. Maybe he knows I'm on his tail? And there's this Bob thing. He's more a plant than a man, but, well, it's a possibility, I guess. I gotta get back on track. I want to live and finish my mission. Otherwise, I could say bye-bye to my career. Well, at least nobody else had any problems. But yeah, I think the night around the campfire you should lose something, because right now the game seems pretty punishing at the moment. It's definitely difficult to keep up. At some point, like, I'm gonna have to do something here. And the unfortunate thing is that I went for a hunt before I had the cook pot. We are going to have to finish something off, though. Get that hunger down. I'm going to let her die first, because it sounds like she's going to be a problem. She gets to starve first, because, forget her. Looks like her sickness is a little bit bad. I can also feed her hunger, because she loses hunger randomly, right? And she doesn't get sick easily, so she should be able to eat stuff that other people couldn't otherwise eat. We'll go ahead and leave the fire where it's at. Water supplies are looking a little bit down. Got rotten food. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do right there. I would like to get myself taken care of on the cooking pot. What's that going to take, though? 25 wood, 15 rope, and 5 stones. Yeah, good luck with that. My God. Those resources are brutal. I'm going to put him around the campfire for right now. And our only real possibility at the moment is just to get people hustling with the scavenging. So let's take our scavengers, our natural people who are pretty good at it. I'm going to put them on here. And we need like everything right now, like for real. We need just about everything we can get our hands on. They can do 10 wood a turn right there. I don't like how the mouse over is kind of, I guess you just take it off of everything and it gives you the over. There we go. I thought maybe you had to mouse over things, but it looks like you kind of just keep it around. Bob is not super good at this, but he's not really super good at anything in all honesty. So I guess I'll just keep him where he's at. Depression and fatigue are pretty high on him, so I'll probably give him a nap for the first period here. For her, I think it might be a decent idea to send her back out on safari and see if she can get anything done. And on this side, maybe send her back to researching. I can't really tell you. At the moment, I get the feeling we're death spiraling, so we'll sort it out. I do think the game is a little bit over-punishing, to be honest. Like, it seems like meters are jumping up by almost, you know, a quarter every single time you do anything, which is like, doesn't give you a lot of time to think or move things around. Got 2 days worth of water left, so that should be alright. Hopefully they do okay over here. I don't know. We're kind of boned at the moment. He seems to be pretty good at harvesting too, so technically I can move them around, but that's going to nerf my take right there. But we do need food pretty badly, so I don't know. Let's take a look at the map. We get a dead guy on a couch. What can we do? We can sit down and relax. We can search it or we can inspect it. You see a dead body relaxing on a couch, enjoying the view from the beach. Upon closer inspection, you notice that the Roman number 8 has been carved on the couch. Strange. Another thing that tickles you is that the guy must have died in this exact position. Did he die of old age on the couch or out of boredom? Maybe suicide? I think the big problem that I may have gotten into trouble with is you're supposed to use Jacob the entire time to research in the beginning so that you can mash through the research faster, but he doesn't get along with Ileana, and so they're constantly fighting. It just turns into an issue, so I tried to avoid that because that was the problem that I had in my first playthrough, but I don't know. Seems like you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Jake's kind of depressed right now. I'm going to send out Julia. She's expendable anyways. So she got a monster attack. She got bit by a couch snake. You search the couch and find some magazines. Killing time has never been so appropriate. So we got 2 100 Sudokus. We got painkillers. We got an empty bottle, which I assume might be useful later on. I don't know. Send her out here to sit on the couch and relax. Maybe it'll fix something. Yay! Sure is a nice spot. You decide to sit down and relax next to him. The dude may be dead now, but maybe he was right. And this is the best way to wait for deliverance. You ponder the question for a couple of hours. Well, depression for fatigue, I guess. It'll keep me running another day. It'll keep me hustling. Maybe, let me take a look at the jungle here and figure out where we want to search at. We can search that spot. I'm going to try and search a lot of the oceanside property here and see where we end up. So we got 1 knowledge right there. Research has gone up by 30%. Fatigue is still meh, but her intelligence went up, which is pretty cool. They still love each other and are like best friends, so that's good. He's sleeping it off right now. On this side, we got the worst roll we could have possibly gotten. We got 3. Shit. That's so bad in so many ways. Like, I really don't know how you're supposed to fix the food problem. Like, we really haven't seen that many nodes so far, and we didn't have a fishing pole anyway, so it's kind of like, what are you going to do here? She managed to find another area. Got some wood from over there, so that's solid. Focus on finding rope this time around. You guys just harvest whatever you can. What items do I have that I can use right now? We got painkillers, which give minus 20% to injuries. Since she's been our advanced scout this entire time. Oh, she's only at 11%. She's fine. Whatever. She'll be good. We should probably use something to, like, fix your sickness, though. Get +5 to crafting if you want to be good at that. Maybe we'll use that on him. Give him the toolbox. So his crafting skill went up to 57 now. Since he's not really that good at this, I may bring him over to here and see if maybe we can craft a fishing pole, possibly. Takes 20 wood, though, so need a pretty good pull. I think we're better off just leaving him over there to do his thing. We still don't have the cooking pot neither, so I think the crafting amounts are a little bit punishing right now. They're a little bit heavy duty. It might need to be brought down slightly to be in line with things. I don't know where you're supposed to be getting these huge amounts of food and these massive amounts of wood or whatever. But it seems to be a little bit rough right now. Over here we got a gigantic seashell. What an enormous seashell. You wonder if it contains an enormous pearl inside. Then you wonder what you will do with an enormous pearl lost on this island. Not really going to fiddle with that too much, I don't think. And we got to make more water. This is our last day of water right now. Just do it now, I guess. Get the research done real fast. Yeah, I think we're death spiraling at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to fix this. The gathering amounts seem to be way, way too little. I was hoping that this would be like 10 to 15 fruits per gather so that you might be able to tread water, because you would need upwards of 30 fruits a day just to tread water at this point. And we don't get enough resources to get, like, to be able to make any of the new stuff, and there's no hunting nodes anyways, so how are you supposed to hunt anything anyways? So it becomes kind of problematic. I don't know if the fishing pole will sit over here or something once we craft it, but metagame knowledge probably would have helped a little bit right here, but I played the first couple hours, so what are you gonna do? Hey, Miss Winters, what's up? I found a nice fruit for you. Here, take it. Huh, thanks. That's nice. So tell me, you really are a surgeon? That's incredible, you're so young. How old are you? Well, I'm not that young, and you shouldn't find it incredible that a woman manages to have a successful career. It should be normal. I understand what you mean. I didn't want to upset you, it's just that I'm not really used to it. My dad's new wife, for example, she doesn't, like, really do anything. She didn't study either. We have nothing in common. My dream before the accident was to become a famous scientist and make big discoveries to help humankind. But now that I met you, I see a set of all new possibilities. Being a medic, doing humanitarian aid, solving medical mysteries. That'd be great. Dreams, huh? Well, continue to have dreams. You'll collide with reality soon enough. Uh-huh. Welcome to life. I agree. Oh, she ate one of our fruit, too? You didn't find a fruit, you stole it. Oh, bastard. So I really don't have too many options right now. I'm just gonna YOLO it and hope that, like, this works out okay. Her hunger goes down the most from it, so whatever. We got two of these guys right here, too. I would actually say they should probably bump these. Make these 30 to 40%. Make these 20 to 30%. Make this 10 to 20%. Make this 10 to 40%. Like, just make it so that, like, there's some way for you to tread water right now, because we're totally hosed. Like, there's nothing we can do at the moment. I can't fix this at all. So people are just going to have to be hungry, I guess. I have no choice until we figure out how we're going to solve this. Unfortunately, the relative lack of skills that anybody has, we can't really tear things out of the earth the way that I'd like to. His scavenging's okay, but if you get a low roll back to back to back, it's just like, well, what are you going to do now, you know? Like, if you roll 4 every single time you do this, they gained a huge, like, insurmountable amount of fatigue versus the amount of resources that you got out. Like I said, I think they could balance pretty heavily by giving you 25 free fatigue off every single night when you rest. Off everybody, unless there was a fight or otherwise some random thing that happened. So what did she find over here? She found a shipwreck. Can scavenge resources. I think that's probably a good call. Let's go ahead and I'm going to have her go do it. Failed her stealth roll. We've got pain pills, though, so I can fix that. Her stealth went up. She leveled up, so it's worth it. You dive inside the ship, and you start scavenging ropes and get wood. It takes a long while, and many times you get hurt by hagfishes. Okay, well, she got some more oh, shit. That's not good. Probably going to have to take her off that duty, then. I wasn't expecting that to go so poorly. Got some rope and some wood, though, so that'll help out with the gathering phase here. Let's go ahead and take her off exploration. We'll put her on this side. His fatigue is looking okay. I'm gonna have to put him on research or something. I don't know. He's got to do something out here. We don't really have much of a choice. And then for her, fatigue and depression are kind of meh. I don't know what she would be helpful at, though. For what I can tell, her medical skills appear to be useless. Like, they don't give you any real means to use any of them, so I don't know. Let me go ahead and I'm going to use an item on her. We got pain pills and whatnot. So there, she'll feel better. I don't think we have anything that will silence hunger right now. We have some things that give people cooking skills. We got something that gives people fishing skills. You get ancient knowledge. You get one right there. Minus 20% fatigue, but 10% depression, 20% 10 injury. Huh. Sudoku will give you 5 intelligence. Well, I'd like her to have another 10, so I'm going to give her Sudoku. Because I want her to get more skill points so that she can scavenge better. I don't think it's a skill you're supposed to lean on like this, but it's really the only other skill she has. And while it's not an intelligence skill, your intelligence dictates how many skill points you get. So anyways, she's got decent cooking skill already. Her sickness is not so bad. That's all fine right there. That'll give medicinal skill, which I don't think is very useful. We got box chocolate, which will help out with that. We got discussion. That would be, I think, what we probably want to give to him, because his discussion is actually, it's atrocious. His discussion is really, really, really bad. And so he'll go, it says that his discussion skill went from 27 to 32, but when you look at him, it says that he's got, oh, that's weird. So when he was in the other menu, it said that he only had like 16, but that'll help right there. Getting his depression down is going to be a major thing, and his discussion skill has really been hampering that effort. It has not gone well. You guys need to find some more fruit. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all need to get on it. You are killing me with this shit. Who leveled up? Somebody leveled up, right? She did. Okay, so let's take her info. She's got 12 skill points. I'll probably make her... I will more than likely focus on... Her stealth is decent. Let me take that to 70, and then we'll take scavenging on up to 44. So, her modified value is still pretty terrible because we're starving to death right now. The game doesn't give you a whole lot of opportunities to get food. Had I known, I wouldn't let the meat rot. I thought that you got sick the second you ate it, and then you just started dying, but you got a sickness level. So had I known that, I would have balanced it out by using a shit ton of that, but I don't know. What do we have left here? What can I do? Got the gigantic seashell. We can try and pry it open. Her fatigue's a little bit high, though, so I don't know how that's going to go. He's not that great. Oh, we need strength value for this one. Well, let's let Yuri do it then. His strength is pretty high. Oh, 13% chance was 7. Oh, that was a stealth check. Never mind. My bad. So you put all your strength, but it's really draining you out. We got a miracle potion inside and some ancient knowledge. I don't know what the miracle potions do, but we really got to hope that they do something miraculous. What do they do? Minus 10% to all states. That's pretty good. Plus 1 to all skills is going to benefit somebody like Alejandro the most, because he's got like a jack of all trades thing going on that nobody else has. How much wood are we packing right now? Need to make a proper appraisal of the wood that is being packed. So we have almost 20 wood. It's still not enough. We need 25 to get the cook fire up and running. And even that I don't think is going to save us at this point. We got a couple of days to sort through things, though. We might be alright. His fatigue's a little high. So is his, but unfortunately I need people to buckle in and just like make this shit happen. Maybe pull, what is he doing? He's at 60%, she's at 67. It might be possible. Man, fatigue values are brutal in this game. They are really, really brutal. You just take so much from like every action. Your fire is about to die down. Oh, I'll check it. Hold on. It is? I feel like I just put wood into this thing. I think a lot of the game is left to chance, too. They need to make these brackets a little bit tighter. Like, these brackets, like, they have far, far too much room for RNG to totally bone you. Like, I think they need to make it, like, 15 to 20%. Like, basically, most of the percentages needs to be raised right now, because it feels like you spend most of the game failing at everything. I like the bones of the game, but the balancing appears to be off pretty severely. And they both fought the entire time they were doing that. They're going to get their fatigue taken care of. Five fruit that time around, so we can take care of the people that are like super-de-duper-de hungry, but even so, I think we're still pretty hosed here. Hey, they got a good roll on that one, so that's nice. That'll help out. And so for the evening stuff. You know, I'm going to have you guys focus on rope. I don't really have a choice right here. Like, I need this to happen. Bob, you can run back over here and rest for a little while if you want. I'm going to have her help with the harvest just so that maybe we can pull something else out of this. But the fruit basket, I mean, it's bad. It's pretty bad. For this to even be, like, vaguely useful, they need to double the amount that you get out of it. Make it, like, 6 to 12 each harvest. And even then, it won't be enough food to feed everybody. But it'll be enough to take the edge off, which is, I think, what they're aiming for. And right now, the amount of fruit that you get from the process is so negligible that, it's almost not worth the effort that you put in. Fatigue's looking okay right there. Somebody's probably going to have to come off of one of these. I don't want fatigue to get too high, though. That's the problem that I'm looking at right now, is that if we have a bad event tonight, it'll wipe out everybody's morale, and people just start keeling off one by one, and unfortunately, that's not something that we have the ability to deal with right now. Alright, get that taken care of. Fatigue goes down a little bit. New trait discovered. You got Faithful Friend, which is the same thing that our medic has, so that's good. They're family, so they'll get along fine right there. At least I would wager it, possibly hoping it would work out that way. You two, I need a big roll from all of y'all, otherwise, Jesus. Even if the fruits were worth like 10%, I don't see them helping that much. Where did you learn to fight like that? You're a wild beast. Well, I'm bored, alone, at home when my husband goes to work, so I spent most of my time at the gym with my friends. One day I decided it wasn't enough fun, so I started practicing various martial arts. I'm quickly bored, you know, so I need to change partners regularly. Wink. Impressive, you're really stealthy too. Can't hear any step from you, even in deep jungle. Thanks to 10 years of Royal Moscow Ballet, and my fit shape, of course. You're more resourceful than you look, that's good news. If only you'd help more at the camp. Oh, others do that better than I do. Let's keep our specialties. I'll tell you about my other specialties some other time. Yikes. She a man-eater. I guess our hunger isn't going up that much. Maybe I'm bitching prematurely, but it sure feels like it's going up pretty quickly. I'll tell you that much. I think they need to make this 10% maybe. That'd be a nice balance. I think 10% would make this quite a bit more useful, while at the same time, it'll make it not useless like it is right now, which it's pretty much completely, utterly worthless for feeding people. I need to save the rest for water because we're basically almost out. I think there's a number of small tweaks. Now, rest assured, I'm playing the press build, so they might fix this on release day. But anyways, it seems possible. There's just minor tweaks that need to be made. Little things like making you get more fruit or making the fruit work better. Things like maybe giving you a little bit of free fatigue at night, like 25 off everybody, so that like, you have at least a little bit of leeway, because what are they doing? They're staying up all night every single night and not resting? You know, you can fall asleep just about anywhere. Just little logical inconsistencies and things like that too. Depression looks okay over here, but we don't really have much of an option. Everybody's pretty exhausted, so I'm gonna have to let these guys go another round. On this side, she's probably gonna... Wow. Having a bit of trouble staying ahead of the fatigue right now. I mean, they're not that low. I was going to do it in the next phase. This time I didn't forget about it. I was just advancing the game, but you know. There we go. A couple more days worth of supplies. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead in Bermuda. I will see you all later. How do, everybody?